So welcome to week 1 of Blueprint Reading 1 online. So what are we doing this week? So I thought I'd give you just a brief tutorial and kind of what to expect getting started here. So we're going to be in week 1 this week. This week we're going to focus on units 1 and 2 of your textbook. So that would be the Understanding Construction Drawings textbook. Unit 1 focuses on getting acquainted with design construction sequence and design professions associated in the construction industry. So we're going to talk about people like architects, structural engineers, general contractors, subcontractors, building inspectors, homeowners, lending institutions, so on and so forth. We're going to kind of dissect and figure out what everybody's role is in the construction sequence and what to expect. So it's very important. I know it doesn't, in a lot of people's minds, pertain to blueprint reading, but it does. It does set the stage for us. And then in Unit 2, we focus on the types of views that are found on construction drawings, and this is basically where our journey is going to start. So the way this course is going to be set up, everybody, is this. So we're going to start out really basic, and then things will scaffold or piggyback off of one another. So in order to figure out how to read a blueprint, we need to understand certain key terms and things that are associated with blueprints, so that when we look at blueprints and we see these things, we understand what they are and what they mean. All right? So for this first week, we're going to get acquainted. We're going to read units 1 and 2, and then after you've read the units, we're going to get into our assignment. So the assignment's going to be to click on the week 1 assignment link and complete those questions. There's 15 questions, and they're worth a total of, looks like 30 points. And then after you guys have completed those questions, then you're just going to go ahead and you're going to write a quick journal entry on some key topics that you learned for the week, and then that journal entry is worth 10 points. All right, so let's just go into the folder here, and I'll show you kind of what I mean. So in every folder, you're going to see these blue links like this with your assignments, and then any other information that I have. So like chapter 1 and 2 key points, you can click on the link here, and you're going to get some good information there. And then I have some pictures and some things here that might be helpful. So week 1 assignment, I'll click into that, and then over here on the right hand side, you probably won't see it, there's a begin tab. You're just going to hit that, and then it'll take you into the description and the instructions. And here we go. So here's our questions. So you're simply going to go in and you're going to start answering them. So the beauty of this is that you can do this at your own pace. So if you want to work on half the questions, you can do that. Just remember to save your answer in this tabs here. So when you save everything, you can just go back and keep doing it. Who acts as the owner's agent while the building is being constructed? So if you've read the material for the week, you're going to figure out that that person would be the architect. He works on the he works for the owner, and then you'll just move on to the next question, and so on and so forth. So when you're done and you've completed everything, just hit this black save and submit button, and you can get that thing sent in. All right, so that's the first part of the assignment. I gotta leave here. I better cancel that. Second part of the assignment is just the week 1 journal entry. So we'll click into that. Please write a small paragraph describing a couple things that you've learned after reading this week's content. So that doesn't have to be very long, it says. However, it should be clear, concise, as to let me know that you have learned something. So here's what we do with that. So you're going to take some key points, and you're going to go ahead and you're going to create a journal entry. So you're going to click this link. You're going to type in week 1 journal entry. As you can see, I cannot type very good at all. I'm very slow. Or you can name it whatever you want. You don't have to name it this, but then you're going to go into this text box here and you're going to write your little paragraph. So you might say something like, in week 1, I learned that the architect works on behalf of the homeowner, and then you can briefly explain a couple things about that. Then you can do another sentence or two on one other key thing that you learned, all right? So when you're done, there's a little post entry tab down here in the bottom right hand side. You're just going to hit that, and that will go to me automatically. And just so you know, these journal entries are private, so nobody else sees them except for me. So I will just read them and make sure that you're, writing some things that make sense to me and that you learned something. So this isn't a way to punish you or anything like that. I'm not going to critique you if you spell the word wrong or something, but just do your best to try to make a coherent sentence, all right? So that is that. A couple of just some real quick, I guess, tidbits of advice I might give you. So how would a person be successful in this course, and how would you, get good at blueprint reading? Well, here's what I would recommend you guys do. I would take this class, and I would break it up into manageable chunks. So that's why I broke everything up into a week. Now I'm gonna have every week on here. So like if you want to work ahead, you sure can. But in order to really get good at understanding the content and understanding some of the procedures and things, I think it makes more sense to break it up into little blocks or manageable chunks. So for me, that's the best way for me to learn. I can't speak for every single person out there, but here's what I will say. If you blow through this thing and you don't really give a whole lot of effort and you just want to get it done because it's not appealing to you, guess what? Once you move on into Blueprint Reading 2, it's just going to get harder. So you're going to struggle, all right? And so a good piece of advice that I would give everyone that is doing this would be, although it might be extremely boring at times to read things that you have no idea what it means, I want you to keep in mind that, blueprint reading in the trades, specifically as a carpenter, which is what we're, trying to learn here at Western, is extremely important. And knowing how to read a blueprint and very efficiently and effectively pick out information is such a key thing to know how to do, and it's really going to propel you and make you more valuable in the trades. It's going to make you somebody that's going to be sought after, and it's going to make you a person who would be in high demand to move up the ladder, move up the ranks, as they say. All right. So it's an extremely important skill to know how to do. So, your goal should be to learn as much as you can, but do it in a manner that's, slow and controlled, so that you understand what it is that you're looking at. Okay. So that's my 2 cents worth for that. More often than not, though, most people, as they start doing it and getting their hands, I should say, dirty in this trade, it's as you do it and get good at it and practice it, it becomes second nature. So, it might seem overwhelming or something to you at first. It will get easier, okay, because you're going to start understanding the concepts. So with that being said, that's your week 1 welcome for the week. I will be available to answer any questions that you might have. As always, you can use the discussion board, or you can email me or call my phone, and I will help you if you need it. So, guys, have a good week, and we will see you soon.